the rapid expansion of technology into operations, finally getting things closer to where they need to be. But we've also seen major problems in supply chain. If you were to kind of assess between the benefits that we've achieved and the vulnerabilities that we've realized, could you just talk through how you would evaluate that composite from your perspective?
And to Niraj's point, I mean, this is the first time in 20 years of being in the shipping space that I say I work in logistics and transportation, people know what I do. It's kind of exciting. But beyond that, I think there's a couple of things to consider here. And I think that the opportunities that we've been presented with the pandemic have created just tremendous opportunities for companies and tremendous opportunities for collaboration. Well, it's really easy to read the headlines of congestion at the ports and the craziness happening here. LA Long Beach just had its best quarter in terms of throughput ever for the third consecutive quarter. Things are broken, but they're not completely shattered. And I think we've seen tremendous collaboration from governments, terminals, ports, trucking companies, shippers, warehousing facilities, everybody willing to accommodate each other more than ever before. So that's one opportunity I think is amazing. The second component of this is every time the light has been shined on a small challenge, how do you get an empty back into the terminal? A new microservice has shown up, and it's opportunities for really entrepreneurial small companies to step up and say, I'm going to solve this little piece of the puzzle, and they're finding funding because venture capitalists are dying to get into the space and they're very interested in what's going on. Eventually, that will create an ecosystem where there's going to be two approaches. It's going to be Apple versus Android. There will be closed loop systems, and then there will be companies that have started these small microservices that are best of breed at one particular thing that eventually, theoretically in my world, come to take over. And we're going to find efficiencies by all these little companies being pieced together. And a company like, if anybody's familiar with Zapier, who makes it easier for apps to talk together, to me, there's going to be a Zapier for the supply chain. And they're going to combine all of these little silly things like, oh, I found an empty. Oh, I can make an appointment to return an empty. Oh, I found a chassis. Whoever's able to stitch those together is really going to have a tremendous advantage. And that, to me, Kevin, is the thing that we're going to see come out of this the most.